Test. Don't know if you can hear me, guys. Test, test. Test, test. Okay, perfect. Okay, you guys tell me if the music is too loud. I'm just gonna make a pinned comment. Okay, think we can start. Sound is a bit small. You mean music or the me? Let me see. I think this should be fine. Okay, so I'm working on the gamejam project, and the game is about baby, and the team. Oh, I should actually put a team as well. Team for the gamejam. Oh, my mic? Oh, wait. I can probably fix that. I think it should be fine. Something like this. But you cannot hear my music now, I think. Oh. Okay, so theme for the game jam is what's behind the door. So that's the theme, and what me and my team came with idea is basically you're gonna be the kid that's hungry, and the kid needs to escape, not escape, but the kid needs to find the key to a room that kid thinks is about food stash, but in reality it's only his dad office. And while trying to figure out how to open the doors, he's gonna need to learn the baby language. So for example, when he right clicks on the toy box, it's gonna say goo goo, and it's gonna mean like, oh, toy box. So he's gonna have a player is gonna have its dictionary. So right now I'm currently working on the camera. As you can see here, it's very crappy model, but it's something that I did. So basically I'm working as a programmer and level designer at the same time, so it's a little bit harder. So I want to make camera to turn itself non-stop. Yeah, I will public this live stream. Let me just see how this would work. And for now, I can remove this animation. Oh. So currently what I'm doing is I want the camera to loop itself, like non-stop. So this basic animation is when the baby is waking up. Okay, this needs to be much more slower. That's gonna work good. So now what I'm gonna create is baby. This is gonna be like baby camera for the parents because they're, let's say they're rich parents and the nanny left early, so they're checking if the baby is still in the bed. And there is gonna be a progress bar that player needs to go back to bed when it fills out. So let's create that. I'm gonna use size box, so I don't have to use canvas panel, because I'm gonna later put it in the master UI. Something like 210, 5. And I'm gonna fill it with a progress bar. I could wrap it with horizontal box, I think. Put some text. If you have some question, guys, just feel free to ask. Okay, this is gonna be too small, obviously, but we can adjust it easy. Should I put it there or? I think it goes better inside of here. Okay, that's too small. This needs to be around 14. So, like this. I'm also planning to add a lullaby above, so it plays the song while the kid is in the bed. I also add some physics here with this toy box. And basically why the character is so slow is because the baby is crawling, basically. That's why I'm so small, because I'm crawling. And this model was done by me in Blender. I'm actually surprised that I pulled it out, to be honest. There is so much things to do yet. It's just a baby room now. Why indie game developers fail to gain popularity for their game? Depends. Most of the games are pretty simple, and you need to think about why would someone play their game and not AAA, you know? It needs to be something about the game that will make the people, you know, be interested in indie games. You need to be pretty good at what you are doing, so the people, instead of playing AAA games, they play your games. Okay. Basically, the people that are working on this project, we are like 4-man team. We are like a 4-man team with 2 music composers and 1 more programmer. And our music composers are talented. So here, if you wanna guys hear the song that our music composer did. So this song is gonna be basically for the lullaby that's above the head, or maybe even background music, I'm thinking. But we can let it play on the stream if you want. This is what Roberto did for the game. I'm not gonna leak too much, but this guy is talented. Let's continue. So now we need to create this camera so it actually goes down when we are not in the room. So this is gonna create a mechanic, so when the player leaves the room to explore the world, he will need to go back to room because his parents are gonna check the camera. Or I can do it the other way actually. Let's just cook something while we're doing it. So, Ox, camera, time, left. I explained what kind of game, but I will say again, if you want to hear the more deep description, you can just, I don't know if you can guys go back with live. I can, but I don't know for you guys. But basically the game is, the theme is what's behind the doors. So our game is gonna be the baby that parents, so nanny left 10 minutes earlier. So it's like you have 10 minutes to find the food because you're hungry as a baby and you don't know that parents are coming home because you're little the baby. And you saw that like mother of the baby brings the food to dad's office every day. So baby thinks there is a big food stash and she wants to open these doors no matter what. And baby needs to find out what's behind the doors. And if she fails to in one day, after 10 minutes, then game gets restarted. Or maybe I will make it so it's day 2 or something. But for now, let's keep the scope small. And basically the baby is gonna need to learn the baby language to figure out the hints, because narrator is gonna give the baby language hints, like something like Goo Goo Gaga. And the player needs to learn these words through gameplay. So basically if the player, for example, goes next to this box and right clicks the box, it's gonna say Gege, and in his dictionary it's gonna be box equals Gege, and then the player needs to figure it out. So I think it's gonna be pretty fun concept, and I hope I'm gonna be able to do it in 1 week. Time limit is 1 week. It's let me see. Yeah, we have 5 days more. Okay, so let's make the camera system work. So how the system is gonna work, I think, so because we have this progress bar up in the top corner, let's just wait for the animation to go in. So in the top left corner, it's gonna be the bar, and the camera is gonna look around the room, and while you are inside of the room, and the room is gonna be like trigger box, while you are in this inside of this room, you're not gonna lose any camera check bar, let's say. But moment you leave the room, you're gonna start losing the bar, and when the bar goes to 0 and you're not in the room, so you have no more time, it's gonna be okay, parents caught you, you're not in the room, and the game restarts. So while you're here in the hall, you're gonna lose the bar, and when you go back to your room, you're gonna basically start regioning the bar. That's my thoughts right now. Hello, Flitz. Is advertising the game through Instagram ads a good choice or not? Depends what kind of game you have. If it's some mobile game, I think it's good. But if it's like some 3D game for PC, I would rather go through YouTube channels and pay people who are gameplay YouTubers, you know, people who review the games on their channel. I would rather pay them to sponsor it. because most of people on Instagram, they're not gonna look for a game, they're just gonna scroll the shorts and stuff. And I think it's much more cheaper to pay gameplay reviewer, YouTuber that has his fan base. So let's create a timer. That's gonna be there. We're gonna do everything inside of our master UI. So every code for the timers is gonna be in one UI. So everything is on the same spot. It's gonna be variable, so we can edit it. So let's create some mechanics. So whole calculation for the timer for parents to go home is made in gameplay game mode. So we're gonna keep it there in the gameplay game mode. But what we're gonna do in the master UI is gonna be update custom event, update baby camera UI, and that's gonna simply be game mode reference, since I created these floats here. Thank you, Spy. I cannot take full credits because we were 3 hours in the voice call thinking about it. So we came to together's decision. But I'm pretty happy with it. I didn't think we were gonna find this good idea, to be honest. Let's close some things that we don't need here. So I'm dividing here this, so I can get the percentage. So I'm gonna divide these two floats. And the camera time max is gonna be 100, so I can divide it and it will be clean. And the camera time left is gonna be at start 100 as well. Let's just do that right now. So by default, camera time left is gonna be 100. And camera time max 100 as well. And from there, we're gonna get baby camera UI. We're gonna get that bar. And we're gonna set percent. So why I'm doing it this way, for everyone that uses Unreal Engine here, if I do it this way and I call this function every time the camera is changed, then I'm not gonna have this on event tick like I would if I binded it simply. So basically I could just go here and bind it, but if I do that, it's gonna run every second and it's not really good in long term if I want to expand the game. In this small game it wouldn't really matter that much, but I like to save performance where I can. Same goes for the text. So this is gonna update only when the drain stuff is called. So when I call to drain this camera bar, it's gonna update, not when it's not. So it's not gonna keep updating itself while I'm in the room, like every tick, because it's pointless, because it's not changing. Why would I update it? It's very good practice. Okay. So let's start with the baby camera UI. We have the percentage here. Perfect. Like this. Also guys, if it's not problem, please consider dropping a like so we help a YouTube algorithm to find me. It will mean a lot. First thing first, what we want to do is we want to create custom events. And this one is going to be a drain camera, like this, maybe drain baby camera. And the second one is going to be region baby camera. So we're going to put the branch here, and it's going to say be boolean it's going to be boolean baby camera time expired, and if it's true, I'm going to create a custom event here just for game over, just like that. And if that's not the case, also before we drain, we're gonna also check if the camera time left is equal or less than 0. Because it's equal, if it's equal or less than 0, that means our player didn't make it in time, so the camera bar ran out. And if that's true, we're gonna game over, actually, like this. So I don't need this boolean, I can delete this. And if it's not, then we're gonna take camera time left and -1. Subtract -1, set camera time left, like that. Also guys, if you have some questions, you can feel free to ask, even about your own projects. I'm gonna try to help everyone. This is gonna be here. I don't have 2 monitors, so there is no tutorial about mobile game development on UEFI, as well as on Udemy. Tutorial method was so unprofessional. I mean, I was thinking about creating clicker game for mobile. Do you guys want to see that? How much are we live? 40 minutes, we're doing good. My sound designer is so talented, he's insane. Also, we're gonna update it here as well, here as well, and we're gonna put delay. No, we're gonna actually check boolean can region cam. By default in room, you're gonna be can drain cam. because drain baby camera, because by default the kid is going to be spawned in the room, and by default it's going to be false because we want to region in the room. Okay, so if it's true, then we're gonna take the delay, make it 1 second, because this is gonna be our duration of the how often we lose camera stats. We're gonna polish it later to balance it out, but for now it's gonna work like this. That should work. Let's test it if we put it to true. Let's event tick and print string, and the string is gonna be camera time left. Oh. Let's take it by 5. Oh yeah, let me just call it right there. As you can see, every second it takes 5. It's just raining because we are testing now, and we set the boolean to be false, but by default it's gonna be true in the room, so it's not gonna drain. Okay, that works. So as you can see, the progress bar updates only when something is changed. Oh, we're having some problem, and this is simply fixed by. So this is how you fix these issues that you have with access none trying to read property. Why is this problem? Is basically because you're calling the master UI reference in the same time while it's being created, so there is a small delay. So how do you fix this? So there is a small delay between this being called and this being spawned, and maybe in the time when you call this doesn't spawn. So very simple way of doing so to fix this is, I will show you right now. Let's just move it right there. It's just by calling isWallet here, and this is gonna run only if this is valid, or in the other words, simplified, if it's spawned in the scene. And if it's not valid, we're just gonna delay until next tick, and when this tick is completed, we are gonna check if it's valid again, and again until it's valid. So now if we go ahead, and as you can see, there is no more errors. Very simple way of fixing this stuff. Okay, I will think about creating series for a mobile clicker. I really wanted to do it a couple days ago, but I never did the mobile game in UE5, so I need to read about it a little bit, so I can be sure that I'm showing the right thing. My live works correct, okay. I started learning UE5 like 1 month ago, and now I'm working on a game where you beat bosses to gain their superpower each level, like invisibility, telekinesis, levitation, time manipulation. Oh, you are doing it in Blueprint, if I would guess. Do you have any video of your project, if I can see it? That sounds fun. One of the things that I always had a problem with is animations, so I could never make it smooth. It always look like my boss has some disease and he cannot move. I'm an Unity dev. I'm still new learner of UE5. Oh, welcome aboard. If you like horror genre, my channel is literal heaven for it, since I'm really passionate about horror. But I'm trying to cover the most of the stuff, and I try to cover with the clean code, just like I'm doing now. So let's see. Okay, this works. If I set this by default, it's gonna be false. Okay, it still drained it. I think this should go at the start, because this gets run. The code literally reads from left to right. So the problem that we had here is that I called this boolean at the end, and there was still once. It would run once and then it would stop. Like this, it's gonna work perfect. So now it should be 100. Yeah, and if I set it to true, every second it takes 5. Perfect. But by default it's gonna be false. So yeah, for the guys that weren't on the stream, I'm working with another programmer, and we have 2 music composers, and both music composers are big talents. So they're for sure gonna help us bring the game to life. And for the region, condition is gonna be if the camera time left is greater or equal to 100, or time max, which is better. I don't like to hardcode stuff. For everyone that follows me on channel, everyone knows that I hate hardcoding the stuff. Oh, that's very good. Make sure you join my Discord server so you can send the devlog. I really want to see that. I like to see indie game developers do some things. So now here to region baby camera, we need to check if we how is it called? If we can region, because if we have a max, we don't want to region. So if this is true, we're gonna create another boolean. This boolean is gonna be be can region. Because if we have it max, then we're gonna set, yeah, you cannot region camera. But if we don't, we're gonna set can region cam. Maybe, let me see. Maybe I can simplify it by boolean is baby in the room. Yeah, I can do this actually. And if baby is in the room, we don't want to drain. And if baby is not in the room, we want to drain. By default, baby is gonna be in the room because she spawns in her little bed. And also I can remove B can drain. And also I can, yeah, this is very much better way of doing so. Wait. So if we have a max, if that's true, we don't want to do anything. if we don't, we're gonna check if the baby is in the room. Okay, that's how we're gonna do it. So if we are full with chem, we don't care, we're not gonna region. But if we are not, then we're gonna check, is the baby in the room? This is gonna give us the proof that, okay, the baby is in the room, and we can actually start regenerating. So if the baby is not in the room, we're gonna we can even call the drain baby camera. And if the baby is in the room, we're gonna regen. Okay, let's see if that works as we intended. Yeah, sure. Let me just see, my friend sent me a message. Oh. Okay, we're back. If it's true, we're gonna run the code for regenerating, which we are gonna create now. Let's call it try regen baby camera. And this one is gonna be custom event regen baby camera. And here we have code, and from here we can just regen baby camera. Okay, so here we don't have to check for anything because we already check here with these branches. So here we just want to regen it. Add, and let's add one. Or yeah, we can just like that. We can even do it like this, so we have the modular way of doing so. Let's just do it like this. Baby regen amount, actually, like that. So we can edit it here now. That's gonna be set camera time left. And that's basically that. And now we can put delay. That's gonna be 1 second. So every second we want to regen. And it's gonna keep running this code here. Oh, I hate when this happens. Okay. So this should work. But we need to play with these booleans now. Let's just do it like this. Let's make trigger boxes. I'm gonna create actors. Guys, if you are enjoying the stream, please consider liking for algorithm and subscribing. It would help a lot. And now let's continue. Box collision is the thing that we need. And this is gonna be a collision that is gonna be for our rooms. Basically, when we leave this room with this, when we leave this box, we're gonna tell the player, okay, we're gonna tell the game mode, okay, the player left the room, so let's just start draining his baby stuff. We can do it like that. So I can actually fit it as I want here. Actually, I made a little bit mistakes with level design, so I have a hard time now. I was too lazy creating a roof for every room, so now I have to suffer. Okay, the moment we leave this room is the moment we're gonna start losing the baby camera bar. So what we could do here, first we are gonna cast to our gameplay game mode. Get game mode. Like that. Update baby position. How could I do this? We can just use the one that we created in gameplay game reference. Is baby in the room. If you join the trigger box, you're gonna be in the room. But if you exit the trigger box, you're not gonna be in the room. So I think this will do. Yeah, I think this will do. Okay, so now I'm chilling. My progress bar is not updated, but we can see the event tick printing. So we have 100. I forgot to update it on the begin play. But if the baby leaves the room, I think it's gonna start draining. Okay, it's not draining. Because... Oh, we didn't call anything of this. Let's call this try drain baby camera. And I can actually use only one thing here. Where is the stuff? Try drain baby camera, and I think this can be used for both cases because we set up the branch correctly. Yeah, I think this should work now. So it's trying, right now I think it's trying to drain, but we are inside of the room, so he cannot. So every 1 second it's gonna try to drain. Or maybe I forgot to... Okay, so it's draining. If I go back to room... Oh! That's weird. Let's fix that. Oh, it didn't. Okay, I'm stupid. I'm gonna make it update here. Okay. But I don't get it. Why did I get healed instantly to 100? That shouldn't work like that. Let's see. I need to update this on the begin play, to be honest. Okay, there's no errors, okay. So I'm losing my stats here because I'm not in the room, so camera check is going off. Okay, so we are regioning here slowly. Oh, okay. But I can see some bugs here that player can abuse. Let's call it a feature, actually. It's not a bug, it's gameplay. Okay, that works. So there is a way how you can smoothen the region bar, and that's just creating a smaller delay here and creating the amount that you take out smaller. So we're gonna take like 0.5 or here 0.5, but the region amount needs to be really small then. So it's actually kind of smooth when you do it. I think I'm gonna need to remove this animation for testing because I waste too much time waiting for it. Okay, let's see. It should be a little bit smoother now. Yep, as you can see, so much smoother, but this time needs to be a bit slower than this. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit slower. But the region is gonna be just fine. Maybe a little bit like this. Okay, I think this is gonna be very smooth now. Okay, as you can see, the time goes slower now, which I like. I don't want to put so much pressure on player. I might have parents coming home in 20 minutes, not 10. So the game is a little bit longer. Yeah, I think we are draining too slow now. Or are we? But we regen it instantly, that's the thing. So if we are close, it's fine. Let's make it like that. Okay, for now it's gonna be okay. Later I'm gonna polish it. But yeah, basically it works. What I want to do is also for interacting, to show the player what is he gonna do if he right clicks. Let's see how fast is it now. I think that's gonna be fine. I'm gonna add so the baby can sprint as well. But when we go to region, yeah, I'm gonna make it like this so it's smooth, and I'm gonna do it like this as well. So now it's gonna be a little bit smoother. Oh, actually, I need to go to room first. Okay, that's good. So that's done. We are progressing very fast, that's for sure. Hello, hello, Serizawa. Welcome. So I need to think of the game over. I'm gonna do that later, to be honest, because it's not that important right now. What other mechanic could I put in this game? Maybe sprint? No, I'm just gonna copy the sprint from my previous project, I think. Let's create main menu actually. Let's do it. Let's create a folder, call it a core. So for everyone watching now, if you don't know how to create main menu, now you're gonna see how to. So it's gonna be gameplay. And main menu. So you're just gonna go ahead with the game mode base, call it main menu game mode. Main menu PC. So now in the world settings, it's gonna be main menu game mode. It's gonna be none here, and main menu PC, just like that. Okay. So we need UI for main menu, obviously. Main menu UI. Let's add canvas, vertical box, and some text for testing. Test. just for now. So inside of our core, so this is our play controller. We're gonna set show mouse cursor to be true and set input UI only as well, and player controller is gonna be self, since we are inside of the player controller. Okay, and also we're gonna create a widget. Called variable. And add it to viewport as well. So now if you press play, it should work. We're gonna see the test. Yep. I'm just scared I'm gonna submit the game and it's gonna have some bugs and the players who test it is gonna be buggy. But I think I'm gonna give my whole Discord server a demo game so they can test it before sending it to Brackeys Gamejam. How many years of experience do you have in Unreal Engine? 2. Just a little bit over 2 right now. So this works. Okay. We can start blocking out our scene, but I don't want to go too crazy with it. So what I'm gonna do here is just add a simple cube shape. And I'm gonna create small like scene. Nothing too crazy. Just like that. Gonna add some light. It's gonna be spotlight actually. And there is one thing that I really don't like about Unreal Engine, and that's the exposure that we get by default. So this bound is going to make this post-process take effect on the whole screen. And I really hate the exposure here, that I always set to 1 when I create my games. And you see it's instantly different. Here we need some materials. And this light yeah, this is it. I'm going with a really low poly look style because don't want to. Oh, my internet died. Oh, that is bad. Okay, my OBS. Maria, can you check if my if I'm live? Wait. Just because it disconnected me for some reason. Just check if I'm live. Okay. So we're gonna create a small scene here. That's gonna be our main menu. Just a little demo showcase. So the players knows what's up with the game. And we need to set camera as well. And this camera is basically gonna be our eyes for the main menu. It's gonna be camera actor. Like that, but for it to take the effect, we need to, from the level blueprint, we need to get our player controller first. And from our player controller, we need to set view target with blend. And it's gonna be referenced that for camera that I clicked here. It's gonna be event begin play. So now if we press play, we're gonna see it from the camera perspective. So right now I'm just gonna add some props that I currently have, like this one. My OBS keeps disconnecting for some reason. I don't know what's happening. Oh. Yeah, I'm streaming on 12,000 bitrate for some reason. It was my recording settings. But at least the quality is for sure there. It's okay. Next stream is gonna be better. But I have a couple issues here. And this is not good. This is not good at all. Or let's not even add this little bed, let's just add the props that I made. The toy box. I really like this toy box. In the future I'm gonna create more toys, obviously. But for now, Okay. Now we need modular button. And I'm gonna create it right now. So this button is gonna be used for everything, so we don't have to create new button every time. So simply getting the size box inside, desired, and I'm gonna wrap that with overlay so I can add more things. I'm gonna create everything about this button modular, and you'll see how. What's gonna be the style of our buttons? Maybe since it's kinda aiming to be a childish game, let's create something like this kind, maybe even more. And the outline is gonna be black. And the button color is gonna be orange. Something like this will work, I think. Perfect. And now it needs function, so on clicked, it's gonna fire event dispatcher on event clicked. So if we go to main menu now, instead of this test, we can actually add the user created one. It's gonna be our master buttons, as you can see. And now from this one, I can create padding 10 to bottom. Now I can just copy paste and I have buttons that work. Size it to content. So if we make it run standalone now, basically if you joined, I will just give it a row. We had some bots attack, so I need to do it this way so the Discord doesn't get crashed. So now you should be able to see the rooms, if I'm correct. Yeah, you should be able to see the rooms. So yeah, this is our main menu right now, which obviously is gonna get improved. You should see the rooms now, by the way, on Discord. This is our outliner. That doesn't work because we need one more post process, volume, where we're gonna set material to be PPI our material. And as you can see now we have little outlines. I like this cartoonish style, it's so good. It's so good. Also the main button need a little bit fixing. So when we hover it, we're gonna make it a little bit more dark than usually. Something like this would work, I think. Yes, that's good. Oh, we're getting some problem with outliners. I can see that. Is it the outliners? Yep, it is. Yeah, it's the outliner. Okay, we're gonna skip it for that one. Okay, Spy, thanks for watching. Bye. I'm gonna send the demo game when I'm done to hold my Discord server. So this is what we have for now. I like it. Okay, so we're gonna create some basic buttons here. What do you mean ask question? Yeah, you can ask questions in help room if you have some problems with the project or something. And people will help. So the first one is gonna be, oh, we need so for this to be modular, we would need to get the text button text. We will get the button text, then we would set the text, and this in text would be promoted to variable called text button text, and it would be instance editable. So now in the main menu we can just type in what we want for each button. So play, start game, just play. Here would be the credits. Maybe we could put devlog, and we could put quit. And I feel something like this would work. That works very nice. So guys, I'm live for 1 hour and 30 minutes now. I just wanted to do a short live showing how my development is going with this game. So for now, this is it. This is what we have. If I go to the maps, gameplay, if we press play, let's just run it standalone so we can full screen. This is how it looks like for now. It's a little bit laggy. I don't know why, but it's some bug. So we have camera working, and we have the parent coming home timer and baby camera check, which also works. I hope. Oh, it does work. That's weird. It probably works, but it doesn't update the UI for some reason. Let's see why is that. Okay, now it's not laggy. What the fuck? Okay, here it works, but in the standalone it doesn't. That's weird. That's very weird. And it's lagging in standalone. I'm gonna need to check what's happening. Oh yeah, it's very laggy in standalone. Okay, it's actually working. Yeah, it's actually working, but the amount of the drain is very low. Okay. So yeah, this is our project right now. This is how it looks for now. I like how it's going. We have 5 more days to finish this project, and I think we're gonna be successful in doing so. So yeah, I'm gonna stream probably later today, or I'm gonna stream tomorrow, but I'm gonna keep updating you guys, and I'm gonna create a final YouTube video where I sum all of this stuff that's going on and make it inside of the one video. And this live is gonna be public, so you can rewatch this live if you want to see what I'm doing. And for everyone that's watching now, thank you for watching, guys, and for everyone that's watching this in future, hello guys, and enjoy the stream. That being said, I think I'm gonna go off here. Yeah, I do watch anime. So yeah guys, if you want to ask me something, you have my Discord server. I'm gonna give you the link.